So, my name is Roxanne Volkmann, and I am spraying number 359 Saturday evening, and it's been the end of a long day, and we have to get up and prepare for football bright and early tomorrow. So, I'm hoping that it's going to be something that will lull me to sleep, but if it's any indication, based off of my earlier experience, I'm not sure I'm going to be lulled into sleep as much as I'm going to actually be invigorated, because it made me a little stimulated there, as in like energetic. So I'm spraying it in my room right now over my bed. A little problem with the sprayer. I don't know if that's unique to just this particular sprayer that I'm using, but anyway, it smells like it did earlier today. It's yummy. Actually, that's how I can describe it. I'm going to use my little confessional cheat sheet and go over what I thought of. Right now what I'm experiencing is a strong cherry smell, which is delicious, but again, it's very almost energizing, actually. It's not soothing as in I want to go to bed or end my day. It just smells nice and good. It's definitely fruity. It's young and it's fresh. It's actually, in particular, young and fresh, which is both good and bad. It's good that it's young and fresh because I like youthfulness as I get older, or the thought of. But I also don't necessarily love it because there is this degree of sophistication that I've become accustomed to, in the sense that I enjoy as I've gotten older. So that's probably a little bit of the downside. It reminds me of the 80s and my teenage years. It also reminds me a little bit of the smells that I associate with Teen Spirit deodorant. Kind of the fruity, yummy, clean smells. Gosh, I don't even remember the names that they had, but like I think Caribbean Cruise Crush, something like that. So it does remind me a little bit of Teen Spirit. It's definitely pleasant. When I sprayed it earlier today, I enjoyed it as much as I do right now. But it wasn't exactly what I expected, because I think I was looking more for a very subdued cherry tone with maybe a hint of something oriental or something along those lines. I'm not sure. But it was pleasant, definitely. When I sprayed it at lunch, it again was fresh, and it felt a little bit like springtime, which was very nice because today was especially cold out and felt like the onset of fall. So I really, really like the fact that even though fall was clearly coming on, I could spray this and feel like spring, and not feel like I'm surrounded nonstop by nutmeg and cinnamon and things like that, and the leaves are falling around me. I like the option of being able to make a change, and this definitely gave me that sort of springtime fresh kind of feel. I would definitely buy this fragrance for my home. I'm not a big spray fan because I like the consistency and I forget to spray, so I forget to use it. I'd probably get like a candle, maybe a plug-in if there wasn't a strong chemical smell. And I would use it, I know it says what seasons would I use it in. I would use it at the end of winter because it definitely reminds me of the beginning of spring, but at the same time I would use it throughout the year when I wanted to be reminded of spring. I would spray this definitely all over my house. It smells nice and clean. My son enjoyed it earlier today. He said it smelled clean. So it would be perfect for his room, which does not smell clean. And if I could improve on the fragrance, I'd like to make it a little more mature and maybe have like some kind of earthy undertones. And there was a little bit of a chemical scent to it, which I didn't like as much, but it wasn't horrible. So I think this is not a particularly different fragrance as in unique. It's different as in I don't recall smelling this particular scent, obviously, but it smells nice, as do many of the fragrances I enjoy. I probably would like to have a little more cherry smell in there too, because I felt very hyped up about the cherry, and even though I can still smell it and it's fruity, I can't distinctly say, oh, this is cherry. And when I asked my son what he smelled, he didn't mention fruits or cherries. So I would name it Cherry Vanilla Springtime because it reminded me of spring. I would hope it smelled a little more cherry. And vanilla just because there was that cleanly smell to it. And obviously because it was cherry, but definitely springtime it would be in the title. And then finally, on a scale of 1 to 5, it's definitely a 4. I didn't love it. And among a grouping, I might pick it out, but it wouldn't be the very first one I reach for on the shelf. So I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it right now, but it's not quite perfect yet. Can't wait to try the next ones. Thanks.